Cancer, I am back. And yes, this is my first reading with my new tarot channel, which is You Can Handle the Truth Tarot. I'm pre-pulling the cards just to make things a little bit easier and to move stuff along a little bit more quickly. I, of course, am your reader and host of this channel, KC Phoenix. The letter K, the letter C, and Phoenix, like the mythical creature. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get into it. I started with a few oracle decks. These two cards came out first. The first one is Love Call. And if you haven't heard from someone, more than likely you'll be hearing from someone. Obviously, Mercury retrograde has people in their feelings. Mercury retrograde is happening in Cancer right now. I'm recording these, but I don't plan on uploading them until August. So this is more after Mercury retrograde. And also this is for those where it resonates with you, and I consider these timeless to a certain degree. But there is a call coming in where somebody wants to express their feelings for you. Now, the Ascending card also came out as well. I believe there are multiple energies happening here. I believe there's an energy where someone is having nostalgia, and they're like, oh, I need to get back with Cancer because Cancer is the love of my life, and they were so amazing, and they put up with all of my shenanigans and this and that. In everything. You have that person, and we'll get into that person in a minute. But I really want to talk about the other energy that is there, because I did a clarification on that energy for these two oracle cards. And I have the Knight of Pentacles that came out, which Knight of Pentacles is Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus that might be making you an offer. Now, this actually is a solid offer. This is someone who does not want to jump into things. This is someone who wants to take it slow. For some of you, they've sort of been taking it slow in their own way, meaning that if you've been caught up in a relationship with some other people or another person, but you just weren't available at the time, this Knight of Pentacles has been silently waiting on the sidelines for the right opportunity to sort of confess how they feel, and letting you know, like, hey, I'm fine with moving slowly, especially if they know you just finished dating someone, or you're in the middle of ending something with someone, what have you, or if you've been hurt multiple times and they know your situation. The reason I'm saying that you're hesitant about this is because of the Nine of Swords. And with the Nine of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, some of you could have dealt with that air sign. An air sign may have possibly hurt you, or there may be something where you're ending something with an air sign. That's very much a possibility. This is why you're hesitant, because you're in your head about it, because you're like, okay, not again. And I can tell you the clarification card also was the Three of Wands, which is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Three of Wands is about your ships coming in, but also Three of Wands can be about expansion. Technically, Two of Wands is about expansion, but I say Three of Wands is about expansion too, because it's what happens when the work is done. For some of you, the work may have been leaving the person. That may have been the work for you to go ahead and say, hey, you know what? I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm stepping away is what I'm doing. And once you've done that work, it allows the ships to come in. That ship is that Knight of Pentacles energy, is what that is. A good sign on this is the Justice card coming out, saying that, hey, this is a balanced offer. And this is Libra energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra as well. A Libra might want to make you an offer. Maybe a Libra's been on the sidelines and they started to notice things about you. And they're like, hey, I want something a little bit more serious. But regardless, this offer is a balanced offer. It is a true offer based off of the energy that I'm looking at here. And again, I don't feel this is the energy of an old person that you dealt with. I feel this is the energy of someone who wants to try something new with you. It's just the point of, do you trust yourself? And are you willing to take the chance when it comes to that? Now, let's go ahead and get into some of this other energy with the past person. For some of these cards that came out, passion was one. And this could also, passion could also relate to the new person as well, that somebody's really into you. But I really do feel with the old person, there was a very, very, very strong physical connection with the old person. Not saying you can't get that with a new person. It's just you were really, really into the old person that you were dealing with. For some of you, it may have been based mostly off of passion, mostly off of the physical. And one thing that is happening with the afraid card coming out, where you're afraid to take a chance because you're afraid of someone seeing you for all that you are. What I picked up when I was going over the energy with these cards is that whoever this person is that is making the offer to have something new, not someone from the past, but something new. Now, they could be someone who's always been in your orbit, but you've never ever tried anything with them on a relationship or dating level. Whoever this person is, they're fine with the mess, quote unquote, that you are. I call it a pretty mess, and that's kind of how they look at it. They already know who you are. For some of you, you're afraid that, oh, well, if they find out this, or oh, what if they notice that? Some of these people have already noticed these things. Some of these people have already seen what you consider flaws. And as I have always said, some people are perfectly imperfect, and that's how they'll look at it. So there isn't really a need to be afraid of being seen for who you really are, because at the heart of things, that is what this person and people see about you is your heart. That's one reason why people are drawn to you, because you have a very kind heart. You have a very open heart. Now, with this past person mentioning the forgive coming out, where you've been hurt, I feel like some of you may have been dealing with an air sign. I've noticed throughout the years that Cancers and air signs, specifically Aquarius, at times have this, it can be a very toxic type thing at times, but it's a very strong connection. And there are situations where it can work. Someone may have said something or done something or both that has truly hurt you, and they realize it, and they're asking for forgiveness. Again, Mercury retrograde happening in the sign of Cancer really had people in their feelings. And especially for those who were dealing with Cancers, they really had their moment where it was like, oh, okay, I really need to reflect on some things. For you, with the spiritually woke oracle card coming out, your eyes are wide open. I really believe that you're not dealing with the shenanigans anymore. One of the cards that clarified this was the Seven of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is you having the high ground. And I feel you have the high ground because your eyes are wide open. You're like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this. A lot of Cancers, especially during Cancer season with Mercury retrograde, it was a moment for them too, because people, and I'm a Cancer too, for those who don't know, we were doing a lot of introspection. We were analyzing our relationships, checking to see who might be for us and who may not be for us. And this was a great moment for that, because of these experiences, and not just during the analyzing during Mercury retrograde. The analyzing was looking at past experiences, whether it was in 2026, 2025, 2024, and going as far back as you decided to go back, and saying, you know what, there's a common denominator with some of these things. Let me move differently. Let me protect my peace, which I really feel a lot of you are doing. You're about your peace right now, which is why you're done with the shenanigans. Anyone who is attempting to disturb your peace, you're not having it at all. You are definitely putting boundaries up where it may have been difficult for you to put boundaries up for certain people before. You're not doing it now. With the detective card coming out, there's an old saying called trust but verify. And I believe you are in that energy too. I also believe that some people might be looking for stuff, being nosy, especially past people where you sort of moved on from them, but they're trying to find stuff. And you've said, oh, I'm not dating anybody. But they're like, no, you're dating someone. I know you're dating someone. You probably have somebody over at your house right now. And they're online checking to see what can be done and this and that and everything else. And you're like, nope, not with anyone. But they're trying to dig up stuff on you. For the clarification, when it comes to the tarot, the Page of Swords came out upside down. The Two of Cups came out. And with that, I can tell you, or not Two of Cups, excuse me, the Six of Cups. Two of Cups is on my mind. The Six of Cups came out. There's a lot of nostalgia, but you're rejecting it. For some people, excuse me, for some people, they might be looking for something with you because of the past. And they're like, oh, we were together and things were so great. And then you're like, yeah, they were great until they weren't. Where you had these things happening where you don't really want to deal with this person. Page of Swords, which again, air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. For some of you, you've already blocked this person on your phone. Page of Swords usually deals with communication, especially electronic communication, emails, text messages, things like that. And I feel some of you have already blocked them on your phone where you just don't want to hear from them. For others of you where you block them on your phone, they're probably trying to hit you up on Instagram or another social media platform to get to you, but you're not trying to hear it. And I just heard in my head, F the memories. That's what I just heard in my head, F the memories. Like some of you are completely over it where you don't want any communication whatsoever, which is why the Page of Swords is in the reverse. One of the reasons is because of the Tower. You're like, nope, I'm good. I'm good. Six of Swords, I'm moving away from this. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with the shenanigans. I can't deal with the dishonesty. There was dishonesty, and I'll tell you why. Page plus 6 equals 7. Page plus 6 equals 7. If we do it in the minus, it equals 5. If we go to 5 of Swords, that is also about shenanigans. 5 of Swords can be about gossip where they're hearing things. That goes back to where some people might be listening to someone else or what have you, like, oh, no, they're lying. They were definitely with someone, but it's not the truth. And that past person is believing it. It's a combination of things going on here where you just don't want any part of it because of this Tower. This tower is chaos energy, is what it is. It's where people need to restart again. And also the Tower happens because some people are in denial. So in order to shake them out of that denial, to shake them out of that delusion, the Tower has to come along with the 5 of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. For some of you, this person was all over the place. For others of you, this person might be away from you. They may not be in your same city that you were dealing with. You might have been doing like a long distance thing or a semi-long distance thing. I don't know why I hear 200 to 250 miles. That's what I just heard in my head, 200 to 250 miles. So for some of you, this person may have been anywhere from 200 to 250 miles away from you. And there may have been some driving back and forth that was going on. But with the 5 of Pentacles now, I feel like someone might be sort of left out in the cold because, again, you just let it go. In addition to that, I feel like someone might have dealt with an eviction too, where someone was kicked out of their home or something of that nature. You would know better than me. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I'm sort of getting that too. And again, with the 7 of Swords, it's just kind of like, why deal with all of this? And that's why you're in a different energy now. You're holding things close to the vest with the 4 of Pentacles on the bottom of the tarot deck. And that's more of the clarification saying, hey, I'm moving slowly. But again, for this other person that's making you that offer, I really need you to think this over because 4 plus 1 is 5. And if you go into it, I don't want you to go into it halfway because with this person that is making the offer that's saying, hey, I have an interest in you. If you do it halfway, they will feel left out and then they'll start to withdraw. It's sort of all or nothing with this person. Like if you're in, you really need to be in. You can't be in the 9 of Swords energy just like, no, this needs to be a person you want to expand with, you want to build with, you want to have an equal balance with. Justice energy, 3 of Wands, where you're giving your all and giving it your best. If you can do that with this person, I really believe that whoever this person who might be an earth sign that's making this new offer to you, that is not a past energy, that's making this new offer, it could turn into something very stable. It will not move quickly. It will move slowly, but that's fine. Slow and steady wins the race. But what I'm getting is that you are refusing the old stuff, the toxic stuff, but you're kind of afraid to take a chance on the future. What I'm saying is you should really consider taking a chance on the future. And that is your message. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you made it this far. Until next time, be blessed.